And then feet as a little wider than your hips. Arms out to the sides in a T, palms facing up, and knees together. And then we start at the base of the breath. Taking a deep inhale below the belly button. And then letting that go. And then taking a deep breath not only into the belly, but also into the middle of the body, middle of the trunk of the body. And let it go. And then take another deep inhalation from the belly in the middle, and this time expand into your upper chest. And then let it go. And this time, take a deep inhalation starting at the bottom, go into the middle, upper chest, and also into the shoulder blades. Expanding into the back side of the body, and then exhale. And take another couple deep inhalations starting at the belly, moving into the middle, upper chest, and back. Feel your body pushing into the floor as you inhale. And then after your next exhale, walk your feet in so they're sit bone distance apart. Knees are straight up. And then from here, cat-cow on your back. So as you exhale, round the lower back, moving into cat. And then inhaling, lifting the belly, moving into cow. And continue moving at your own pace. Lingering anywhere that feels it needs more time and attention. So allowing the body to be the lead as opposed to the mind. And then interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows are out to the side. And then on your next exhalation, you're round the lower back into the floor. You'll feel your chin lift a little bit, and then gently pull your elbows together and lift your upper back off of the floor, and then inhale, coming back down. Lower back lifts up, chin up, tilt down just a little bit. Then exhale, lower back, chin lifts up. You have that length in the upper back, moving into the thoracic part of the spine. And then as you inhale, coming down, lower back lifts up off the floor. Chin comes down. And then continuing the spinal undulation. And then as you come up, you can go from right to left as well. So maybe going over to the left. And then coming down, seeing how that feels. Does any pressure in the lower back feel good? I know for me, it feels really good to be on my right side. And you can even linger up holding, breathing. One more breath here. And then on your next exhale, come down. And then from here, you're going to straighten the left leg. And then you're going to take your right knee up. Put your right knee straight up towards the sky and take your right hand on top of your right kneecap. And so this will be new for us in this class. So you're going to start gently taking your right hand and as if you're stirring a pot, going to rotate your right knee around the hip side. And it might be more limited than you can do on your own, but just play with it. So it's a passive opening. Using the strength of your arm to open the hip. And you can go in both directions, so switch directions. And then from here, come to center. Take your hand off of your knee. And this time you're going to rotate your right knee around, stir the pot without your hand. You might be able to go way further than your arm would let you go. So going through our active range of motion is possible for you. Slow, exploring the hip. Now, whenever anybody says go slow, I typically go too fast. So go slow for you. That can be, other people's slow can be rather frustratingly slow. And there is a time and place for being frustrated with slowness. But for today, go your slow. And then go in the opposite direction. Really exploring the dynamic range of your hip. And on your next go around, come back up to center, release the right leg, relax and feel. And the right leg may feel longer than the left leg. From here, turn your kneecaps straight up, both of them. Bend your left knee, take your left hand on top of your left kneecap and go to stirring. Start stirring the pot. Passively opening up the hip. And you can play with different hand positions on the knee. Like only just the top of the kneecap that I actually like to kind of grab a little bit to the front of the kneecap. And get a little bit of a deeper opening as I pull it towards me. Go slow for you. Notice any difference in this hip versus the right. And then from here, your reverse direction. So go in the opposite direction. More bow rounds. And then take your knees straight up. And then active range of motion, exploring the range of your left hip. Stirring the pot as big as you can stir it. More times in this direction. And when you're ready, go in the opposite direction. One more time around. And then come to center and release the leg, let it go. And then let's wake up the shoulders, so bend your knees one at a time. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Shoulder blades, you should feel them on the floor. And then from here, you're going to bend your left elbow and pull your left hand towards your chest. And then reach your right hand up as if you're reaching up towards a rope. And then imagine grabbing the rope and then pulling the rope down. Right shoulder blade touches the floor, right elbow bends. And then you reach up with the left hand, grab the imaginary rope, left shoulder blades off of the floor, and gently take the left shoulder blade down, bend your elbows, pull the rope back towards you, and then alternate, take the right arm up again. So you're climbing up this imaginary rope, waking up the shoulders, waking up the upper back. And see if you can really feel that shoulder blade slide up and slide back down. Shoulder blade articulation can be very tough in the beginning to kind of capture. It's almost like our body can forget that this is a movement it can do. You don't often specifically ask the shoulder blade to come off and to come back in. So these muscles called the rhomboids need to wake up again. Come back into conscious ability to act upon what you ask them to do. A couple more climbs up. Then take the hands down, arms out to the sides, straighten your left knee. Right And then from here, back of the left leg down towards the floor. And then you guys know this one, half bridge. You're gonna bend your, actually you're gonna push your right foot down into the floor, lift your right hip up. And as you lift your right hip up, see if you can keep your right shoulder blade on the ground and drawing into your body. And then you let it go as the right hip comes down. So pushing the right foot down, right hip comes up. Right shoulder blade draws in, trying to keep it down on the ground, and then come back. So we're really completing the back bend here between the right foot and the right shoulder. Just for today. Just playing with this notion of a back bend bow, if you will, between the right foot and the right shoulder. So just like you would pull back on the string of the bow, and it creates tension in the bow, it's the same thing you're doing with the body. So the right foot and right shoulder are holding steady, and then you're pulling back on the string with your back, pushing towards your belly button and lifting your right hip off, creating that tension. A couple more times here. And then on your next exhale, as you come down, you're going to take your right foot, take it off the floor to the inside of your left kneecap, your left knee. And then as you inhale, twist the right knee over to the left. Keeping your right shoulder blade on the floor. Exhale, come down. Inhale, twist. Exhale, come down. Now you can't go as far as you would if you could take your right shoulder blade off the floor. And that's okay. We're playing with that. Because when you limit yourself with the dynamic range, because you're anchoring the shoulder blade down, it creates a strengthening in the upper back body. It has to hold on. There's a deeper articulation going on up there. So it's not only a twist for your back, but it's a strengthener for your upper back, your shoulders. One more time in the limited range of motion, and then we're going to go for it. So with the right palm faced up, you can take your right shoulder blade off the floor. Deeper opening, appreciate that opening in the front of the right arm, the biceps, and then the shoulder. And you can keep your hand here, right hand here, palm facing up, right shoulder blade coming off the ground, allowing the back into a deeper twist. And if you want to go a little further, you can start to turn the right hand towards the right thumb, right pinky finger comes down last, twist the right arm, and then exhale, come back. So playing with that twist all the way through the body. So now the anchor actually becomes the right hand in terms of the upper part of the bow. If this is too much on your shoulder, on the right shoulder, you can keep the right palm face up. You don't have to do the twist of the hand. But when you do twist the hand, you're going to twist the hand towards the thumb such that your right pinky finger comes down last, as opposed to towards the pinky finger, left palm, right palm comes down last. Different twist. A couple more times here. And then when you're ready, you can take your right foot down, And relax and feel. And compare how the right side of the body feels compared to the left side. To me, it feels like the entire right side of my body feels more weight. And the left side just feels more dormant. So we'll catch the left side up. So bend your left knee, put your left foot on the floor. And then we'll start half bridge, pushing the left foot down. As you do, feel the left shoulder blade slide underneath you. Keep the left shoulder blade pulling in and rooted into the ground, and then coming back. So playing with that bow. Explore the articulation of the left shoulder blade, especially when your left hip comes up. If you can really pull the left shoulder blade in towards your spine. Then on your next exhale, round the left hip and then take your left foot up off of the floor to the inside of your right knee. And then inhale, twist, keeping the left shoulder blade on the ground. And then exhale. And then inhale and twist. So you can appreciate the limited range of motion that you have because you can't get the left shoulder blade up off the ground, but also appreciate what it's asking of your body to move more deeply into the posture without picking your left shoulder blade up off the ground. So what else needs to give and open to go further without asking the shoulder blade to come off? How much more can you pull on the string of the bow to move more deeply into the posture? Then on your next exhale, you're going to come down and then inhale and go for it. So you can take the left shoulder off the floor, deeper twist in the lower back. Play with that. I just got a mini chiropractic adjustment for free over here. Appreciate those. Little gifts as they and then you can start to play with that left arm. As you inhale, rotate the left hand towards the thumb. Left pinky finger comes down last. And then inhale, rotate back to neutral. And then inhale, go for it again. If it's too much, and right shoulder, very different from left shoulder for a lot of us. So appreciate that, honor that. So if this is too much, you don't have to do it on this side. Or you can do it even halfway, right? So just the outside of the left hand on the floor, and then you're coming back. More times. Lingering if you'd like to. Feeling the stretch along the entire left side of the body. And then exhale, come down, relax, let go. Relax and feel. Can you feel if the left side caught up to the right side? It may even feel more alive because it just got done with the movement. And we'll go back to bending the knees. Right shin on top of left thigh. And then from here, you can take your hands and either reach around the back of your left thigh, right? The shoulders can come off the floor today if you like, or have a strap and interlace that around the back of the left thigh. Up to you. And then try to go as flat back as you can. So you're pushing more into your sit bones and less into your lower back. So you're sending the emphasis into the hips as opposed to rounding the lower back to avoid the opening of the hips. And then release that. And then arms out to the sides. And then what we're going to do here is a spinal undulation again, cat cow. Exhale, round the lower back. And then inhale, lift your lower back off the floor and see if you can go into your right hip. And then compare, see if you can compare it to what we did when we held the thigh with the hands versus doing it this way with the foot on the ground. And how is it different maybe for you? It's different for me. How is it different in terms of opening up the right hip? And then you can start to take your knees and tilt them a little bit to the left, about 10, 15 degrees. And then again, go into the spinal undulation and see if there's anything different in terms of opening the right hip. So a little bit more of the weight's on the left side of the back body, left side of the spine. And then take your knees up and over to the right about 15 degrees. And again, go back into the spinal undulation. And then how is the tickle of the opening in the right hip different now that the knees are over to the right? I even find that this gives a bit of a massage to the back of the right hip. When you inhale, lift your belly up, you can push the back of the right hip down to the ground. And then come back to center, release the right leg, take the left shin on top of the right thigh, and then you're going to go for it. The Sucharandrasana, eye of the needle. You'll go into the posture, shoulders are off the floor, and you're going to try to send your sit bones away from your head, more of a flat back. Lower back would probably be on the floor. And you can feel the intensity. For me, I can really feel the intensity And you can use a strap, I forgot to mention. You can use a strap if it's too much to have the hands on the back of the right thigh. It's a less nuanced sensation compared to now taking the foot down on the floor, arms up to the sides, and then cat-cow here. Inhale, moving into the hip, and exhaling and coming out of it. So last week I was talking about the edge, playing around on the edge. And sometimes when you're too far into something, is an ability to appreciate more nuanced openings in the body. And then you can take the knees over to the right about 15 degrees and continue to cat-cow. You're going to cat-cow on the right side of your body, so to the right side of the spine. And how is the left hip different than the right? So exploring that nuance. And exploring the nuance of how is this a different hip look? How is it different for you with the knees being over to the right? Or is it not? I feel very similar. And then take your knees up and over to the left, about 15 degrees from center. And then cat-cow here, enjoying the massage on the back of the left hip as much as possible. And then release, take the hips to center, and then relax and feel. And then bend your knees one at a time. Take the knees over to your good side and push yourself up and grab a blanket or a towel to sit on. So remember, you're going to sit such that your hips your knees are below your hips. So you're going to, as high as you have to sit, that is what you do. And then if you're cross-legged, so start cross-legged to kind of get an idea if you're high enough. So if your knees are still up over the crest of your hips, then you got to get yourself up a little bit higher. And then from here, so take your left shin in first, then your right shin in second. Take your hands behind you, take a deep breath in, and exhale and twist over to the right, taking your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Take your elbows wide away from your body. Your shoulder blades will go wide, and then lift your chest up, and then pull your shoulder blades behind you and down as you twist over to the right. And then you may notice that your left sit bone is coming along for the turn, so keep reaching into your left sit bone as much as possible. And again, you can bend your elbows out, pull your shoulder blades off the back. You're not going to go far with that. And then, so don't worry about if it's a big movement. It's not a big movement. But then, from the shoulder blades being apart, you're going to push spine forward towards your chest. Pull your shoulder blades onto your back again, and then twist a little bit more to the right. And then take your hands off the ground and your knees and see, did you come forward a little bit? So it just means you're pushing past your active range of motion. That's okay. And then take your hands down again. And you're going to take a deep breath in. And then just gently use your hands to twist just a little bit deeper into the passive range of motion. So it's good to know what your active range of motion is versus your passive. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale and release. Switch the legs. So right leg comes in first, left leg out second. And then you're going to take your hands behind you. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, twist. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Your left hand is behind you. Keep your right sit bone down. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest up. And exhale and twist. And then from here, wing your elbows out away from you. Shoulders will pull in. So the front of the shoulders will pull into the body a little bit. And then take a deep breath into the back side of the body. And then lift, exhale, and push your chest forward. Pull your shoulder blades in behind you and down. And keep twisting more deep. Try it again. Elbows out wide. Pulling your shoulder blades off the back. Take a deep breath in into the back side of the body. And then exhale. Pull your shoulder blades in towards each other and down, and lift your chest up. And keep going. And then you take your hands off. See if you can hold it. And then take your hands down and twist a little bit more deeper. And then inhale, look forward, exhale, undo the twist. And from here, take your legs forward, give them a break. You can kind of shimmy them out. Okay, seated postures in yoga are pretty much the most advanced postures in yoga because it's so hard to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your left foot in and you're going to place the left foot so that's under the back of the right thigh. And then you're going to turn and face the right leg. So like a twist, like we just did, you're going to turn and face your right leg, lift your chest up, and then as you exhale, keeping a flat back, play with that and take the arms forward, supporting your back. And only go so far forward until you feel your right hamstring engage and tickle in the stretch. And then holding that, playing on that edge, a very low to moderate edge. I'm not asking for the big one. Push your right heel down into the floor to activate your right hamstring. And then release that. Pull up on your right quad, right kneecap comes up, and then go a little farther forward. And then play with that again. Push your right heel down, in towards the floor. Activate the back of the right leg, the right hamstring. Deep breathing. Shoulder blades are in towards the back and down and away from your head. And then release the right heel. Activate the front of the right leg, pull up on your right kneecap, and then go a little farther forward. And then release. Inhale, come up. Switch the legs, so left leg comes out. You take your right foot underneath the back of your left thigh. Turn and face your left leg. And then from here, you're going to walk your hands forward, flat back, so not rounding. Keep it flat back, moving in towards the edge of the left hamstring stretch. Low to moderate stretch. sensation. So not going for the big one. Once you have your edge, pause just for a little bit. We'll wait for the hamstring to adapt. Give it a chance. Remember, if you go in after it, the hamstring will pull back. Your nervous system will retract against moving into intense enough to stretch to protect you. And then once you've got that little bit of adaptation, you're going to push the back of your left heel into the floor to activate the back of your left leg, left hamstring. And then release that. Pull up on your left kneecap and walk yourself a little bit forward. Try it again. You're going to push your left heel down into the floor, activate the back of the left hamstring. And then you're going to release that, pull up on the left kneecap, left quad engaged, and go deeper. Notice one side very different from the other. And then release, come on up. Take both legs out, give them a break. Okay. From here, you're gonna come off of the blanket and we're gonna do the crooked grip pose today. So that's the one where every angle on the back side of your body is supported. So with the firmer, I would say the firmer of your towels, if you have that, you're going to create the height for your lumbar. So you guys probably know how high that is. And you'll place that in the middle of your mat. And then you'll place your pillows so that that's where the backs of your knees will go. And then your other towel, you're going to roll that up to support your neck curve, the cervical spine. And your head will be on the blanket edge of that, and that will go up towards the front of the mat, the top of your mat. And then I always start with my hips first and getting my lower back right. So put your hips in front of the towel and then lie down and see if that feels right. If that's good, then you can just kind of shimmy the pillows in and support your knees. Then pick your head up gently and draw the other roll underneath your neck. And then arms up to the sides, pull your shoulder blades underneath you. And explore the support. Especially in the lower back. Seated postures are so hard on the lower back when the hamstrings and hips are a little bit tight. The lower back will give at the request of the hips and hamstrings. So think of this as a bit of giving back to your lower back after the seated postures. Especially with the blanket pushing into the back side of your body, back into the lumbar curve. It's like a static massage of the muscles being pushed into your body. Very relaxing. Modify at any time so you don't have to be stuck. And there's this interesting meditation I've been playing with, if you want to play with that as well, where when the mind starts to go off into stories, because now the body has stopped moving, and often that's like the key to the ignition for the mind to start running. As if you're handing, it's like a sprinter handing the baton and the relay to the next sprinter. So the body will slow down, hand the baton to the mind starts rushing, and it'll rush into the past, it'll rush into the future, it can be revisionary of the history of something, someone, some interaction, always working. And in this meditation, when you have a story come up, you can ask in your mind, is that true? And then let it go. So you sit with what, is that true? You don't have to be too concerned with answering that or not. And then try to go back to that place of the space between the thoughts. And maybe the same story pops up again, or a new story pops up. A new thread. It doesn't even have to be a story. It could be a new thread, it could be true. It could be fact. But I think once you see facts, then the mind starts to elaborate. You ask, is that true? And then you go back. And we ask, is that true with a great kindness, really? You ask it not as if you're admonishing yourself, but it's a very tender, is that true? Because especially in these times that we're in, so stressful, so charged, we have to be tender to ourselves. We have to be kind. And the mind is so busy trying to protect you. It's so on guard. So when you ask, is that true? It's like you're giving your mind a break. Let it go. And then take the roll up from underneath your neck and let that go. And then come back into that meditation of, is that true? And then take and bend your knees one at a time. Place your feet on your pillows. Lift your hips up. Take the towel out from underneath your lower back. And you can keep your knees propped up. And then from here, let it go. You can let the meditation go. I have to ask, is that true anymore? And just see if you can start to release into a deeper state of relaxation. Because even meditation is effort. So let go of all effort. And bend your knees one at a time. Roll over onto the side that is most comfortable. And then to push your top arm's hand into the ground to push yourself up. And again, go find your seat. So it's almost like finding your seat is its a ritual in and of itself. Finding that prop, preparing that prop in that way is its own thing. It becomes more habitual to sit comfortably, which can be very hard to do on the ground as humans. And then once you have your seat, then you're gonna sit up, head over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips. Hands are such that your elbows are underneath your shoulders. And then you can take your hands together in front of your heart if you wish. And you can bow your head to yourself, honoring the self. And all that it does to protect you. And then take your hands down, lift your head, open the eyes. And have a lovely Sunday, you guys. So good to see you.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's for fun